Do you have tissue paper that you think, I know I can make stuff with this for my junk journals? I might have a few ideas for you. So this afternoon I have made all these, and I've had so much fun thinking up new ways to play with the tissue paper. So this dressmakers sewing pattern, I have loads of this, and I'm pretty sure that it's something you might have in your stash too. So I thought, why not try and use it? And it is pretty strong stuff. And all I did was fold it up. And that is, it's like a fabric now. So I thought, ooh, I can make some pockets and things. So that's what I've done. I'm going to just quickly go through them and show you them all separately so that you can sort of get an idea where I'm coming from. So the easy, simple one, a ruffle. Just cut a strip of this, about an inch, and then run it through your sewing machine and wrinkle it up as you go, and you'll get this. And it's super strong. It's amazing, really. You'd think this is so fragile, but it isn't. It's quite strong. So what else did I make out of that? I made some tags. So if you don't put anything in, they're super flimsy like this. But you can just back them with a bit of writing paper, which I've done on this one. And another one, but I can't find it. There it is. And that makes them a bit stronger. You can decorate them up like this, however you like, whatever suits your journaling style. Or you can strengthen them on the inside with music paper, book pages, cardstock. I've done one with cardstock as well. So this is just some, not my style of cardstock, and I've just covered the front. And I've had a little experiment as well, so I'm going to show you that at the end. I don't know whether it's going to work, but I'll show you what I've made right at the end, because it is, you know, a bit mad. So this is my next one. This is just like a journaling card. So again, onto cardstock and writing space on the back. And I made another one which was quite flimsy, like this one, and it was just a square, and I just added some fabric and then stuck it onto the top of there, and I think that's really cool. I also made these little envelopes, and all you do is undo them like a little policy envelope, and super strong little envelopes, really cool. So those work out really cool, and I'm going to probably make one of those with you. You can either do the holes like this, or I've used, see, I didn't want to do this bit because I can't remember what they're called, but you know, those, and I've hidden the pin bit behind on with some washi. So that's those ones I've made. And then I got a bit carried away. I made a little booklet, a little notelet, and I sewed on just a journaling card, backed it with some fabric just to give it a bit of strength on the front. And inside, just some scraps of paper held in by one of those clips. I can't remember what they're called. And so when you finish using them bits of paper, you just take that out, put some more in, and just a piece folded up and sewn round, just like that. So I thought, right, okay, so I can make all those out of the dressmaker's fabric, which is great if you're doing like grungy or shabby journals. But what if you're doing like a really pretty pink sort of one? Ha ha! Got you covered. So here's my little envelope idea for that. Now I haven't put a closure on this one because I'm going to put that in my journal in a different way. And I'm going to just quickly show you how I'm going to put it in to my ideas journal. Now, where was I going to put it? Maybe there. So, obviously this flap is just going to keep coming up. So, my way of dealing with that, cut a length of baker's twine, string, sari fabric, whatever you've got, and tie it shut. Now, I can't tie left-handed. I'm going to have to go that way. So, like that. You've probably all done this before. Showing you how, what is it? What's my granny saying? Show you how to suck eggs or something. I lose you lot in America when I start talking about that, don't I? And then all I'm going to do is glue the whole thing down onto my page. Get it sort of straight and glue it down. There we go. And that holds your flap down. And when you want to open it and put something secret in it, you just undo it. Cool or what? Loving that. So I obviously made some pockets. So you put music paper inside this one. So as you can see. So you decorate that up. I made tag shapes with the pink. Oh, this is another pocket I made. Little envelope. And you can actually just, you know, it's a bit like fabric. You can actually tuck that in. Like that. Like a proper little envelope. I thought these would be great for, like, you know, little gift cards or something. You could leave it open like that. Pop a little gift card in. Like, where was that little card I had? Just like this. As a little present. Super sweet. So, yep, works in pink. I found some spotty tissue paper, so I did loads of ruffles. Loads of ruffles because I like a ruffle. I like a ruffle. More pockets out of the spotty paper. And all I've done is a fabric collage on the bottom and just sewn it all on, which is all going to be hidden when it goes into your journal. So just a little pocket. More pockets. This tissue paper is out of a pair of shoes, I think. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. And just, you can use anything. You know, recycle what you've got. I've done a big tag, just layered it up with paper and some fabric. Same tissue. You can add your journaling paper on the back, but I think you could probably write on that. That'd be weird. Another pocket. I just added a big bit of lace. So any tissue you've got, recycle. Recycle, guys. Recraft, we should call it, shouldn't we? And I made this little book. I couldn't resist making a little book. And this is just a fabric picture that I have copied out on and printed out on my printer in an old book. And you open it up. And this is more shoe wrapping tissue. And I've added a little fabric pocket here. And a little journal in here. And I absolutely love that. I think that is super cute. I think I'm going to be making a few more of these for my journals. Because that is, and it's really nice to hold. It's like really tactile. So you can make a lot with tissue. And it is surprisingly strong. So if you want to join me and have a go at making one, I'm going to show you the process in just a second. Okay. I'm going to move all this out the way. So we're going to need a bit of glue stick, book page and some tissue. Oh, I'm going to make another one of these because I absolutely love playing with this. It's like, it's going to be great for my grungy journals. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure how much I need and leave like a rough edge. Now, because this is like a massive big piece, it's going to be quite tricky to cut. So bear with me. And you're going to want, enough to wrap it round a couple of times. Like, I've got a double here, I think. Yeah, I've got a double. So I only need sort of that much. Just less than that. So I'm going to go up here. And honestly, I have so much of this. If anybody wants any, let me know. Because I have loads. I'm thinking about putting some of the patterns in my shop. Right. Let's do the next step. So, for your book page, you've got this. And because mine's double, I'm going to open it because it does... it does sort of not stick very well if you've got a double amount. So my first thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of glue all over. Pop it on. A bit more glue. And then just roll it up. Roll it up. A bit more glue. You don't need a lot. You just need to stop it bubbling up. Because I think you do have to sew these, unfortunately. You can see how it works with gluing, but I think sewing it just gives it that little bit extra. There we go. And that's basically it. You know I like the easy projects, guys. You know this. I'm going to trim just a little bit off that end because that is my top. I'm going to make my envelope, corners, which may or may not be level. Not worried. So I'm going to pop off to my sewing machine. You came back. I'm going to pop off to my sewing machine because you can just sew all the way round and then come back and sew it back again. But what I do is I will sew along that first. So along that one separately to close that up. And then I'll fold this up and sew around the rest. Okay. So that didn't take long. And I've actually done it with different stitch this time. Let me just get rid of those. So I've used a zigzag stitch all the way around. I did this one first, like I said I was going to. And now all you need to do is fold down this top bit. Okay. Now, there's a number of ways you can close these. You can use this policy style closure where you do this wrapping round. And I've done that in previous videos quite a lot. I'll try and link one of them in the description box so you can see how I've done that. You can also just add something here for this to tuck into. That's another way of closing them, as well as wrapping your string or what do you call it? Sorry, silk. Around whatever you've got. So I think what we'll do this time is we will add we'll add something here to tuck this in, and I'll show you what I mean. I've got a whole box of like embellishments that I've been playing around making for like ever, and I think I'll try this one, and it's just some fabric and words, and I think that might work. It might work if I just glue down the bottom like this. You can use whatever you like, labels, little pictures, and you just need to catch just the top. Just needs to tuck underneath the top. The flap needs to tuck underneath the top of the... God, I think I might need some coffee. Oh, my words are getting muddled up again. And that also embellishes your envelope. So there we go. And that will just go. You just tuck that under. And like I said, it's pretty strong. So there we go. I didn't forget. I've come back to show you the results of my little experiment, and I think it's worked. The images were from a book that I have. It's like an old 1800s book. So on this one, I've added some gelatos and covered it with this tissue. Thank you, Snowbell. No, just stay there a minute, babes. No, that's not going to happen, is it? Thank you. I've lost my train of thought now. Sewn round it, and then I've Mod Podged them. Thank you. Never worked with children or animals. And I think it's turned out really good. This one is just the same. I mean, I've only got glossy Mod Podge, so it is glossy. So if you didn't want that, then, you know, use your matte if you've got it. So there's a pocket. And you know what? That was really, really thin book page. And that is really tough now. So I can use that as a pocket. And it's like aged it. Because, you know, that's pretty old. But that's really aged it. So that was my little experiment. So yeah, Mod Podge them. They turn out really nice. I hope this has inspired you to save some money and use what you've got. And if you've enjoyed the video, I would absolutely love it if you could give me a like, because that will help spread this video to new people who may also like saving money. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon. Bye for now.